And hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to the farm. How'd you like the new layout? Thought I'd try something a little different. I've known for a while that the position of my cam and the chat has been a little bit obscuring of some of the information. So we're going to give this a go today. See how it looks, see how it plays out, see if you guys like it. If not, go back to the old design, but let's see how this goes for today. So, the farm. Welcome back. BGA farm. Yes, last time we were having a bit of a torrid time with precision farming. It wasn't working. And nothing I could do could fix it. I found what the problem was. There literally isn't a problem. I don't know why. But for some reason, the mod hadn't activated itself fully or something like that. So I disabled it, took it out, reloaded the game without precision farming, and all of the fields that I had spread with fertilizer and lime and all that kind of stuff were perfect. So I was like, what's going on? So I turned it back on, reloaded the game, and it's all perfect. Look, see? We now have an actual environmental score. Hey babe, good to see you. Nice to have you in chat as always. But yeah, so before we were down here somewhere, terribly, terribly down here in the 20s or something. And now we're back up in the 70s. So that's good, you know. A little bit of room for improvement. Obviously, these fields all will need fertilizing and lime on them. A few other things like that. There's a couple of things here that we're not going to be able to fix immediately. Weed control, that's going to be an issue because with grass we don't have weeds, so there's no way for us to improve a weed score. So I might have to try and do something funky with that at some point. But it will eventually sort itself out because we will be eventually doing combinable crops for chaff silage. So that'll probably work itself out in due course. And I think tillage will probably sort itself out in due course as well. But what has been happening? Well, I've been testing a few things, as you can see. I have cut grass. This field has been limed and fertilized, and as you can see, the values now say perfect. So we're good, we're up and running, and good to go. So that's always a bonus. The other fields, like this one over here, do have perfect nitrogen, but the pH needs fixing. So we need lime on these fields, but the fertilizing seems to be taking care of itself. In fact, we're kind of over-fertilized there. That's 75 nitrogen out of only 65 needed, so yeah. Let's get going. Actually, I think we're going to do a little bit of tedding first, because the cows do need some food. We don't actually have any hay at the moment for them, and I think it'd probably be a good idea to get a little bit of hay ready for them. We are going to be getting some more cows in the near future, hopefully, anyway, once we sell all the silage. So with that in mind, we probably want to have some hay kind of stored and ready. I'm going to use this wee little tractor I think I'll just do just this field as hay, and then we'll do the rest as silage, or well, as grass, and then we'll put them through the baler again. This time we'll be able to try out delivering them straight into delivering the bales straight into the storage warehouse. think that's going to be something we can do. But we will... I think we can even put this hay through the baler and just have it come out as hay bales. So I think... Don't quote me on this, guys. I'll have to do a quick little test of this, but I have a feeling the Go Isle baler is a smart baler, and if you put hay in it, it won't try and wrap it. I think. Maybe there'll be an option to turn off wrapping or something like that. Either way, we're going to have to give it a try, because otherwise we're just going to have it kind of loose. I suppose is an option. We could just scoop it up, dump it in the silo and leave it. And then we can use the truck. Maybe that's a better way of doing it. Yeah. Just use the truck to kind of keep the cows topped up. Hay. So yeah, maybe that's the best way to sort the hay. And then we don't have to worry about whether the baler does or doesn't do something. Correctly. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Si. A bit there. Nope. Nope. No missed bits. I want as much of this as possible. There we are. Also, guys, I think I found out what the problem is that we were having with the sound clips for channel points. Yeah, because a few of them were extras that have been in there. A few of the options that you guys could select for your channel points have been extras. Have been left over from other things that I've installed, checked out, and uninstalled. And for the life of me, I didn't understand why they hadn't turned off. And you guys were like using your channel points on them, and they were doing nothing, which I didn't feel very good about. You know, I didn't like that. You know, you guys were wasting your channel points like that. So I think I finally fixed it. There was actually an option on Twitch to manually disable some stuff, and seemingly uninstalling some of the plugouts didn't actually uninstall the options that those plugins came with, which is strange. You would think that it would, but it didn't. So they were still sat there. But hopefully, all sorted out now. So we shouldn't have a problem with channel points being used on things that don't have a activated option. Which is great. Really great. So, windrowing done next, and then we can scoop all of this lovely stuff up. Should do it for the hay. At least that's going to be sufficient hay for the time being. We may do some more hay further down the line, but I think for the time being that's going to be perfectly acceptable. We do only have 15 cows at the moment, you know, so there we go. Now then, let's get this all rowed up and ready to scoop. So, today guys, what we're going to get done, hopefully, is... It's not working. Okay. No. But hopefully what we're going to get done today, guys, is I want to get all of these fields scooped up, baled, and in the warehouse fermenting, and I then want to hopefully start looking at some different options. I did mention getting some more cows. Not sure if we'll quite have the money for that today, but certainly we need to get an actual cow enclosure so that we can start producing manure and a good deal more silage, because we're going to need both of those things when it comes to running our BGA. But we may not be able to get them straight off the bat. May take a little while to get the funds necessary, because cow barns are not exactly cheap. Ooh, that was too close there. That's annoying. But hey, it's fine. It's all good. But yeah, if we can't start getting some cows, what we're going to need to do is start acquiring a little bit more land to actually put some buildings on, because the land that we've got at the moment, I don't really want to utilise for buildings. The only part that I really would possibly consider is this field bit just ahead of us here. Actually, that might do. See where that grass is at the moment? That's possibly the only piece of land that we've got that would be, you know, big enough, flat enough, and suitable for building a BGA on, and also putting some cow enclosures on. So we may do that. That would save us having to buy some land, actually, which means we can spend the money on other things. Hey Bart, good to see ya. Nice to have you with us. But yeah, so possibly do that. I mean, I am kind of conscious of the fact that we're now on our third little stream here on BGA Farm, and we don't have a BGA yet, or even a single component of a BGA. So, you know, would be good to sort that out, if at all possible. Do here. Hey, Groot, nice to see you. Ooh, right. Okay. Back on. So yeah, once we've got all of these cuttings ready for collection, possibly look at maybe flattening out a little area, concreting it over here somewhere, and getting it ready for some buildings. Because the one thing I know about the modular BGA, which we're going to be using, excuse me guys, is that it is very modular, in that we don't necessarily have to have the full money for the BGA all in place and ready to go. We can start by taking a little bit, going from there, you know? Which is really nice, because usually BGAs are ridiculously expensive. So that might be a good thing. And of course, as we come towards the end of the year, we'll be able to sell all the silage we've got. Yes, Bart. BGA is the biogas thing. That's what we're going to be aiming towards. We're going to be doing as much BGA work as we can on this map. So it's going to be cows, it's going to be chaff silage, it's going to be forage harvesters, it's going to be the works. Right, let's just fold that up for a moment. So yeah, that should be good. But like I was saying, we currently don't have a PGA yet, or even a single part of it. So we need to start work on that. But yeah, this little area here, this little kind of semicircle between the roads, might actually be a good spot to start putting some buildings down, because it's meadow grass that we've got here, which is pretty good. you know, it's not bad. Meadowgrass is... I've been doing a little bit of looking as to different grass types. And meadowgrass is basically exactly the same as planted grass, but it just takes slightly longer to reach its full growth state. So at some point we probably will plough it up and plant actual grass so that it increases our turnaround speed. We're going to need as much as possible. But for the time being, just leave it as meadowgrass. Ah, but no, we have actually had success with the precision farming, because last time it really was just completely broken. I don't know what was going on. We had a negative environmental score that was deducting money and all that kind of stuff, so that wasn't cool. But I have actually been able to fix it. It was as simple as deactivating the mod, reloading the map, saving, quitting, reactivating precision farming, and then coming back into it. And it seemed to like reset it. I don't know if it's maybe because I started the map with precision farming installed, and maybe it didn't like that. Like before I even logged onto the map, I had precision farming activated, and maybe it needed, like, you know, to not have it installed in order to kind of activate it. I don't know what was going on. It was bizarre. I've never had that problem before, ever. But it is fixed now. It is fixed. So the fields need some serious lime, but they all seem to be fine in terms of fertilizer, which is pretty good. So yeah, after we've scooped all of this up and got the baling done, we need to get the lime on. But yes, I also want to start looking at getting a few little components of the BGA ready to go, because we won't be able to get all of it immediately, but get a little bit at a time and slowly piece it together. I think there's, memory serves me right, I think it's 4 components that you need to get it up and running. Because you need the tank, you need the distributor, you need the input, and I think maybe another component. I did do some looking up of modular BGA mod in terms of what you actually need to put it together. It's not that complicated, I just can't remember all the terms. So we'll have a look at that soon, because we do need to start getting that up and running. How did I come to miss that part? Oh well. No matter. We have so much grass. So much grass. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But it's going well. Hey, Thice, hello. Welcome, good to see you. I think it feels like more grass than it actually is. I think, we'll get through this pretty quickly. Just kind of lamenting the fact that I can't scoop it up at the same time as windrowing it like I was previously. That's another thing we do need. We do need a bigger tractor in order to actually test out what was going on last time. Too much grass today. Oh yes, of course. For those of you who don't get what Natalie is going on about, today is the 20th of April, which is 420. 420 blaze it. Get high on grass. Not this kind of grass, obviously. That's a completely different kind of grass. But, yeah. kind of comical that we are doing grass farming on a today like today. Um, Thice, it's still not multiplayer. No, I still haven't been able to get it working. I know you want to join in. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm annoyed as well at the fact that I can't get this working. I'm still trying to fix it, but as far as I can tell, it's an issue with the server and the mod pack that I want to use for this farm. And that's not really a lot I can do about it. So I will keep attempting to get the multiplayer aspect of this up and running again, but I can't make any comments as to when that will happen. But hopefully sooner rather than later. Hopefully next time. Exactly, Thice. Exactly. You know, I will keep working on it. I'll keep trying to find a fix, and hopefully next time we'll have some good news. But I can't make any promises. All right. That's just a problem, you know. But yeah, but at least the farming is still going on in everyone else's absence, which is nice. Yeah, there's another row done. Why am I cutting this? I'm cutting it too close, actually. Go. Ah, that worked well. There we go. Got it. Got the full width there. Maybe I'd just be better off just driving straight through those rows that I've created and just creating new rows. I think so. Rather than trying to skip around them. I think that would be a much easier way. Certainly easier for my noggin trying to, you know, work out exactly how to do such a thing. I think we'll just go straight ahead. We'll have to go both directions with the forage wagon anyway, so it's not like it's going to cause a problem doing that. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Beautiful. A little lump. Just have to remember to go up and down with the forage wagon. We're making good progress though. It's always good. Good progression. To get the other tractor hooked up to the go-aisle. Go-aisle? Go-aisle? Go-well? I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm probably murdering its name, knowing my luck. Actually turn it off these ones, because that's 2 rows of stuff. Lovely. A bit more. Do with a bigger windrower as well, actually. You know, if we're not going to be utilising this one for its towing hitch, then look at getting a bigger windrower. Now, this one is nice, don't get me wrong, but it would be nice to cover a little bit more ground. Ah, Thice, that's a shame. Yeah, the Go Isle is a great pack. Definitely a good pack, you know? Adds some very interesting machines to the game. Probably not going to use a great deal of them because I'm a fan of kind of bigger machines than some of the stuff in the Go Isle pack. But let's just put that on autopilot for a second. I just want to have a quick little peek at the old shop arena as we're going here. Yeah, still nothing decent in the shop. Yeah, because we do have one option for bigger windrower. I think it would be a much appreciated upgrade, you know. We have this beastie here, the Crone Swadro 2000. It's actually within our budget. If we sold this one, actually, shall I sell this one right now? How much would I get for this windrow if I sold it right now? 43,000. We took it back to the shop and repaired it, maybe a little bit more. And then we could buy... Nope, not tethers, windrowers. Buy this guy for 74,000 because it's got a 19-meter working width, you know? This one is the one we've got here. This is 14.7, so it's an extra 5 meters, which is actually pretty decent. Do I have the horsepower? 145. Should do. How much horsepower is this tractor? 305. So yes, I do actually. You know what? Let's go and do that. Because it will speed things up a little bit. I mean, I prefer to get my machinery in the sale, just simply because... you know, it's cheaper. even with repairing it, it's still cheaper. But I think this would actually be a worthwhile little purchase early on to get the biggest windrower available to us. Plus, it looks amazing. Really, this Crone Swadro is a really awesome piece of machinery. Very, very nice mod. So let's park this one in the trigger here first of all. Give it a wee little repair. It probably won't cost that much to repair it. 49 pounds and 7k to repaint it. Sure. There we go. Oh yeah, that added maybe an extra 1,000 to the price. Nice. Okay, 55,000 for that. Boom. And then we want to go here and here and here. Look at this thing. Absolutely amazing. A little chrome flag there. That's cool. Tires don't really matter. Let's go with some Michelins. And there we go. Let's get that. This game uses HP. Not exactly the same kind of HP, babe. Right. Let's get this over to the field. This thing is awesome. There we go. Shortcut. Do I have to grind before facing Sephiroth? Oh, all the time. All the time, babe. Yeah, all the time. I think this will be a very wise purchase, shall we say. Do have a lot of grass. pull this out. Oh, yes. There we go. How's that? Down. Clunk, clunk, clunk. And... ba-boom! Oh, that's beautiful. Ah, it's so nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ah. That's a shame, babe. Hey, you'll find one later, you know. Probably find one whilst you're Korok hunting, so don't worry. It is a nice design, isn't it, Bart? Yes. A lovely design. I really like this mod. I've had it active on a number of my series, but I've never really had the excuse to use it because we've never really done that much grass work, shall we say, to kind of warrant it. And most of the time I've used a baler anyway with the those balers with the windrowers attached. So I've never really had the need to use this particular piece of machinery. But it is really nice, you know. I decided for this series I wanted to take a break from those machines. I really messed that up. Oh, whoa, Nelly. Steady on. Okay, it doesn't like going across that field for some reason. Fun. To go up and down. Tidy up that bit that we messed up at the bottom. Probably do need a bigger tractor to be... Whoa! Why are we going... Why are we going sideways? It's doing that thing again. It did this last time when we hooked up the... It's not... Surely it's not the machine itself, because we have plenty of horsepower. Just seems to not like certain things I do. Right, okay. That'll do for that. Let's go and do this bottom bit over here. Yeah, I think it's actually the terrain that's causing the issues. Whoa! Yeah, I think it's the terrain that's causing the issues as opposed to anything else. Please, stop. Stop it. I did buy a Ouija board. Definitely. I think something seems quite possessed at the moment, doesn't it? Well, maybe we should... Our next purchase should be a bigger tractor then, just to try and solve any issues that might actually be occurring. I mean, this does have good power behind it. It's a 300 horsepower tractor. It shouldn't be struggling like this, but maybe it's just not. Maybe there's something else going on. Interesting. Either way, on the flat it seems to work absolutely fine. It's just when we start going up angles. You may notice I have other windrows in here on top of the cut, and that's because, if you remember rightly, last time I forgot to actually scoop up this bit of field, so this field will have some extra yield on it from last time. Nice, little bit of extra. Quite a bit extra, I think, to be honest. Here, can we get all of this in one? No, it's not quite wide enough for that. We'll take a little turn at the end. Go. And stop. Up. Let's go and do the last field. Then we can get to scooping. Right. Hopefully shouldn't take too long. Made mincemeat of the rest of the fields, that's for sure. Trying to... Ooh, no, 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 back. Okay, the windrower wants to go sideways. Where's my initial D music? Power sliding a windrower? Come on now. Surely that needs some Eurobeats behind it. Okay, back on the flat, and it's back behaving itself. So it's definitely the contours that it's not liking. That's slightly irritating, because this kind of map is very much full of contours. Alright here. That's good. As long as it mostly behaves itself and gives me a reasonably straight road to follow, you know, then I'm not going to complain too much. I just wish it wouldn't... Whoa, steady on. Wish it wouldn't do that to me whilst it's operating, you know? Because the actual tractor is coming off the ground. You know, I think it is. I think the actual tractor is being, pulled off the ground by it because of the contours. That's mad. Yeah, maybe... Come on, right. And then to the left. That's better. This is going to be a crazy swath to follow, that's for sure. Yeah, it's almost like there's not enough play in the connection point. Whenever it hits a slightly odd contour, it just pulls the rear of the tractor off the ground, and I lose all of my grip. Slightly concerning, because that probably wouldn't be fixed with a larger tractor. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Could be worse. Could be literally haunted. Whilst I do enjoy watching silly ghost stories on YouTube, I'd rather not have a haunted windrower. You know, just for the pure efficiency of it, you know? I'd rather it not be haunted by the ghost of Farmer Dennis, who was the last occupant of this farm. Disappeared under mysterious circumstances one night whilst tending to his cows. Authorities say it was definitely nothing to do with flying saucers. Ooh, that's a good point, Bart. I don't know. I don't know if they're all the same, the hitch points. But maybe that is something we could have a look at in the store. See if we can get a trailer with a tractor with a higher hitch point, so that it does give a little bit more flexibility when we're going over these kind of little undulating parts. Yeah, we'll have a look at that in the store. I may have to buy the tractor that I'm going to use based on its hitch location as opposed to which one I actually want to use, but see about that. We will see. What I have to do. This windrower is amazing. This is such a good piece of machinery. There we go. Just get this last little bit here. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I lowered it down and instantly lost control. So I think it is the hitch point. Most definitely the hitch point. Okay. That's working. Come on. Just a little bit more to go. A little bit more. Please don't start power sliding. No. No. Do. Don't you start. Indeed. Indeed, Groot. It's completely haunted. Right, there we go. Let's fold this up, get it back to the garage, get the forage wagon out. We will have a quick little peek in the store just to see if buy a tractor with a higher hitch point. I honestly don't know if that's a thing or not. But if it is, it might solve our problem. Now, here is the question. Is this going to fit in our little shed here? Too much steering there. No. I'm back to not being able to park this week. That lock a little bit more that way. That's right. Then that way. Oh, too much that way. Back that way. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Kind of. We still ran into something. Romulans, that's what they are. That's what's to blame. Blame it on the Romulans. They're always willing to take the blame. Right, let's just have a quick look at tractors, larger tractors. So I imagine stuff like this will probably have, yeah, a similar kind of low hitch point. Let's see about, what about this one? Yeah, they all look kind of the same. What about the biggie boys? That actually is slightly different. That is a bit higher looking. So maybe something like that would be a good one. It's only 375 horsepower though. What about these guys? That's actually not too bad. You get onto the even bigger ones. See that? Yeah, again, that's back to quite a low hitch point. I think you might be onto something here, Bart. Some of them do seem to have a slightly higher mounting point. Now, whether that's just my imagination, but I mean, that looks so much higher than, say, this one. Well, maybe not that one, but this one, which is like right down on the ground. So yeah, maybe we could actually do something like that. We'll have to keep an eye out. Obviously have to try and get something in the sale because those are very expensive. But yeah. Scoop up this here hay first, I think. get a little bit delivered to the cows because I do believe that they are out of food at the moment. Definitely don't want that. They are still producing a small amount. They're still producing slurry. That is something we definitely need for the BGA in due course, you know. So. Lecture. Right. Lovely. Fantastic. Good to be making forward progress, you know? Always good. Always good. I'll come back over this field with the lime spreader just to make sure that I have in fact got everything, because either I've gone over the field boundary a little bit or it's not quite limed the whole field whilst I was testing it earlier. So we will have another quick go at onto the other fields. Getting a nice amount of hay, that's for sure, which is good. 5,000 litres so far. By the way, guys, now that there's a few of you here, what do you think of the new layout? I was explaining this earlier on, but I kind of felt like some of the information on the screen for the games that I play gets obscured by my camera and the chat at times. So I thought I'd give this new layout a little bit of a go just to see if it is a bit clearer. Is the actual game big enough for you guys to see in this format? And if so, do you like it? You know? Yeah, that's basically my thought part, because I mean, even on SnowRunner, like the mission details tend to get hidden behind the chat, for example, and stuff like that. And you know, every game is different, and having like a layout like this that's, you know, just a little bit more kind of easygoing in terms of being able to see everything is I thought would be a good thing. So yeah, if you guys are in approval of it, shall we say, then I think we'll probably use this kind of design going forward, just so that you guys don't miss out on anything. More here, more here. I think there was a little bit here as well that I missed. Shloop. Yep, there was indeed. You're in favour, Bart. Cool, cool. Good stuff. Miss another little bit down here. I think I did, didn't I? Here somewhere. Did I miss anything? Oh no, I guess I didn't. Okay, no matter. Up the hill. We'll drop a little bit of this in the cow's feeding trough for now, and then we'll dump the rest into the silo for the time being. Go. Nice and full. Perfect. That should be... This should be enough hay for them to be going on with for the time being, at least. rest in here, and then we can use the next truck to grab some out of the silo each time the cows need feeding. Here. Start on this field. Right. Lovely. So, I wonder how much grass we're going to have this time around, because we had quite a considerable amount last time. What was it? I think it was about... Well, we had 200... Was it 200 or 400? It was a lot. It was a lot. I think it was 400,000 litres of silage in the actual... in the pit we had last time. But I can't remember how much we actually ended up putting into the Gowl baler. So... Let's see how many of these forage wagons we can fill. Already looking pretty good. Nearly 40,000 litres already. Oh, come on. Definitely need a bigger tractor. We definitely need a bigger tractor. Get one in the sale, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to buy one outright. Not unless we come into a considerable amount of money in the near future. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, come on now. Forward. Forwards. Come on. I suppose it's still going 10 miles an hour uphill whilst towing a massive trailer like this, but a little bit more would be appreciated. Come on now. That's better. 20 miles an hour, much better. 21, 22 even. Lovely. Here. 70,000 litres. Crikey. Come on. Here we go. Ooh. Now it's struggling with this hill. Wow, that must be quite a weight of grass. 80,000 litres. Crikey. That is a lot of grass. A lot of grass. So much grass. Yeah, 4 miles an hour. Yeah, this tractor can cope with things seemingly, but we really do need a bigger one. You know, we so need a bigger tractor. It's definitely working above and beyond its comfortable operating level, I would say. Plus a biggie boy tractor would have much more kind of grip as well. We get a big guy with tracks or, you know, dual tires or something like that. I think that would probably be the best thing to do. Go. There. Oh, okay. It doesn't like that. Let's just go back down. Right, here. Wait, downhill a little. Back round, we're doing loops. We're making our own crop circles. Never mind the UFOs that kidnapped Mr. Johnson. Most. Come on now. I know you've got 13,000 litres. 130 more like. 130,000 litres. 13,000 litres? Learn to use numbers, Lynx. Come on. It's just silly. It's just silly, silly, silly. I suppose we'll get there eventually, just don't know how long eventually is going to be. Alright, okay, there we go. Up to the top of the hill. Back to proper operating speed. I've nearly done this field though, there's just this little bit over here. We're going to get 160,000 litres off this field alone. Or if we scoop up as much as possible. And yeah, 161. Oh, got it. We got it. 164,590 litres. I think that's a good place to start. Right. Get the Goyle baler out. Come on, boyo, let's go. Okay. Park this so that it's going to spew the bales into the drop-off point. So it needs to go about here. Is that going to be? Yeah, that looks good. Oh, even better, it's moving over. Fantastic. Let's see if this works. Because hopefully, what will happen now is it'll come out, it'll get wrapped, and it'll drop immediately into that drop point there. Just hope it doesn't get pulled out of the baler before it gets wrapped, you know? But let's turn that guy on. Then let's dump this in and watch the first bale just to see what it does. Needs be, I will have to just pull it over slightly with super strength just so that it's okay, here we go. Oh wow, okay, this might take a while to unload. to react to this once the bale comes out. Are we in a good spot? Ooh, all good so far. Now, how's it going to go? Yes! It works! Genius! Although, it might take a while to dump all of this. Didn't think of that, did I? No, I didn't. This is definitely going to take a while to unload this harvester between drop-offs. At least it's pretty quick at making the bales, let's be real here. Okay, another one. 5,500 litre bales. I wish it could do slightly bigger ones, but I think that would probably be a little bit broken if this thing could do the biggest bales. Yeah. So, whilst that's doing that, let's have, first of all, a wee little look at how the price of silage is going. So, we are in, what, August, so we are kind of right at the bottom at the moment, but yeah, January, February time, that's going to be good when we get it there. Unless, of course, we get the BGA parts. Let's have a look at the BGA parts, actually. That is... Ooh, grab that. That's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Right. Productions. Here we are. Where are the BGA parts? So, we need one of these to start with. This takes the bulk material. Or we can even get bulk bunker big with bio grinder. Increases the intersection of biomass. Oh. Oh, I see. I see what the difference is here. So you've got the regular bunker input, but then you've got the bunker input with bio grinder that allows you to put not just chopped sugar beets, but whole sugar beets in there. That's actually kind of handy to know, because if we wanted to do silage from sugar beets, we wouldn't have to chop them with this particular input. Now, the small one doesn't have an option for that. The middle one and the big one does. So I think we'd probably want to go for maybe this one here. The middle one, the small one is pretty tiny, see? The middle one, a bit bigger. So I think we'd go for that one. Ah, I love how it's doing it automatically still. That's really good. We've got a square fermenter. And then we've got, I think these all do the same thing, don't they? Yeah. So then we've got a 100, 150, 200, 300, large post fermenter. Oh, right, okay. So these are our options for the fermenters then, in that case. And I think, if I remember rightly, the bigger these are, not only the more stuff it will do, but the more efficient it is, I think. But again, we'll probably start with a smaller one. Maybe this 150 or something like that. Go from there. Then we have these post fermenters. Middle post fermenter. Oh my lord. Oh. Small post fermenter. So the post fermenters take the byproduct that isn't energy from the fermenters and turns it into digestate. We've got a liquid fermenter. Those are the ones that take slurry individually and they convert it more efficiently. Yeah. So you see, there's a lot to this, you know. Central digestate storage, generators. Yeah, then we need a generator. Ooh. By a factor of 1.5 and by a factor of 2. Ooh, we definitely need this one. Converts raw methane into methane. Methane storage. Electricity storage. Huh. Interesting. Okay. We do actually have a good amount of stuff there. But yeah. It will need some planning, but that's why I wanted to kind of utilize this particular mod, because this mod is a really good one. So we need one of these bunkers. We need a fermenter, and we need a generator, and we also need a central digestate storage, I think. Yeah, and a post fermenter if we want to translate the digestate offshoot stuff into actual digestate. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Yeah. Yeah, that takes that. That takes both those and makes that. So, yeah. There's a lot to there's a lot to consider, but we have now 19 grass bales. Actually adding them to the collection. Let's just have a look. Make sure this is actually working as intended. Yep. Yep, that's adding to the grass bales, so that's good. That is excellent. Marvellous. So it is all working as I hoped it would. We've just got to wait for this. A pretty cool shed, eh, Groot? Yeah. I wonder who suggested that. Yeah. This is a great little setup here, I will say. I love how it's kind of like almost completely fully automated. Absolutely fantastic. Should in a moment be able to go and empty go. So close. So close to being able to actually drive off and do some more pickups. Oh, it just disappears in there. Ooh, actually, one thing we do need is we do need a trailer. Now, it's from the same mod pack as... where is it? These guys. This is what I want. One of these. So let's make it black. Oh yeah, I think black or red. I kind of like the red, but it clashed with the blue. So let's go with the black. Auto load for pallets. Yep, auto load for pallets. There we go. We'll go for Michelin tires again. Oh, Michelin tires cost more? What? Weird. No, we don't want that. Right. Let's buy that. Because we're going to need that for transporting our bales later on. Oh, so close. Come on, just a little bit more. One more bale and we should be able to leave this to its own devices then. I think we're definitely going to have to sell some more silage before we can actually afford to so there we go. We'll just leave that to do its thing. We will go and get some more grass. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to sell some more silage before we can do much of anything else. But we've certainly not got much problem there. You know, we've got enough silage to be lasting us a while. I mean, effectively, if we every full forage harvest, every full one of these trailers that we get, if we sell the silage at max price, is basically about 100,000. You know, so every time we fill a trailer, we're basically making about 100,000 once the silage is ready, if we sell it at the right price. But even if we don't, it's still going to get us about 90 to 95,000. Plus now we're actually going to get money because we actually have a positive environmental score. So we're going to get a little bit extra from that each time we do sell some. So that's going to be a nice little bonus. Yeah, I do want to actually start getting BGA components laid out, you know? Yeah, goodness me, this is filling up a lot quicker than that other field. This has definitely been a much higher yielding section of the farm. So now we're up to nearly 70,000 litres already. We've only done 2 little strips. Oh crikey, we're now entering the extra high yield section, because this is where we've got all of the stuff from previous year that we didn't pick up. So now we're really going to start raking it in. I may actually put some of this into the silo for processing later on, guys, because if I start trying to process all of this, you know, in one go, it's literally just going to be watching the Gowl baler do its thing for 2 hours. But we'll see how we go, you know. Yeah, crikey, that's 100,000 litres already. Bart, you approve, huh? An entire episode on grass maintenance. Hey, you know, that's what this series is all about. Just mass grass. I do actually want to do some other forms of silage, though. I do want to get sugar beets in the ground, do some sugar beets in the biogas. I do also want to do some chaff silage as well. I do believe that the Gowl baler will also take chaff and bale that as well, you know? So that would be fun to do. That would give us a reason to get out a forage harvester, do some corn silage, you know? Something like that. Probably corn. Corn's generally a good one to do for chaff silage, I think. 130,000 litres. And still going. 140,000. Crikey. Pick up this trail here, I think, for now. Ah, marvellous. There. So yeah, maybe we've got actually plenty of time left today so far, so if I can get all of this grass picked up, maybe we will look at getting this little area over here, flattened out and ready for use as a area for the BGA, because that would probably be a good little spot to put it, I think. This would be a good little spot. Certainly going to be big enough. Gives us room to expand. Maybe add some extra little bits. We can also put some cow pens on this area as well. Or certainly one cow pen, you know? Oh, that's us full already. Crikey. Okay, wasn't expecting to fill up quite that quickly. That is some seriously high yielding. Just there, that is a lot of grass. Lot of grass. Gower's still going. Good grief. I'm actually really surprised that that is still kind of processing as we're... Oh no, it's run out. Okay, that's fine. The fact that it kind of kept running whilst we were out collecting, that's pretty cool. There we go. Dump a little bit in. Put some more here now. Because this empties automatically, what I can do is once it's all picked up and ready to go, I can just pop this next to the gowl and go about other business whilst it's unloading. Oh, just missed the windrower. Beautiful. Back down the hill. Woohoo! Geronimo. Let's actually watch how quickly this fills up. Crikey, that's 10,000 litres. 15. Nearly 20,000 litres in that little tiny swath. Good grief. Okay, yeah, there is a lot of grass in this little section of the field. Goodness me. Ooh, ooh, here we go. Come on. Stay on target. Oh my lord, that's 44,000 litres. Do-do-do. It seems to, Groot, yes. Yeah. So whilst I was with that load that we fully unloaded, whilst I was in the menu system looking at the BGA components, the forage wagon here was unloading into the Gale baler. just on its own. So it does seem to automatically pick it up. That is true, Bart. This was the section that I started using the three, the big windrower. Just a bit. Just move around and grab that. Get up here a little bit. Just there. Heal off, grab this little bit. Goodness, we're at 80,000 litres already. And that's 88,000 litres. Oh, so much grass. Still got quite a few swaths left to do. We're going to have definitely this forage wagon full. Maybe even another half? Could we get another half, maybe? Maybe. I think. Yeah. Do that bit over there last, I think. Nice clean rows first. Yeah, lovely. Yes, so this one grouped, this field here has been planted with grass. The other ones, so everything like from where the colour changes there, that way, that's all meadow grass that was just there without me having to plant it. And yeah, from what I understand, meadow grass does yield the same as planted grass, but it takes longer to grow to its full extent. It's like an extra month to get the full growth state on meadow grass as compared to planted grass. So we probably will cultivate up those other fields at some point, just so that we have fully planted fields, you know, with the quickest turnaround potential. Yeah. That turn? Ooh, yes I can. Lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Personally, Bart, I prefer planted grass over meadow grass, and it's simply because I kind of like having a very defined boundary between what I'm actually harvesting and what I'm not harvesting, you know? So I just, like this field, I prefer being able to see where the boundary of the field is. And with meadow grass, it's not always apparent. That makes it a little bit awkward for me, you know? But they are very similar. Yeah. To be fair, Groot, I actually did a fair bit of kind of research and watching of YouTube videos and such like on just grass, you know, in this game. And there is a surprisingly large amount of stuff to know about it, you know. You think, oh, it's just grass, but there's actually a lot more to it. That is another full forage wagon. Nice. Didn't even notice we were getting that close. Yeah, it's actually a surprisingly complicated, surprisingly detailed kind of crop, you know. being just grass. Pop a little bit more in the Gal baler again, just so that it's got something to be working on. Dump this in the old silo. Oh, that's a disaster. That's why you don't give me heavy machinery. Ever. Plop. There we are. Go to town on that. Stuff here. Ah, so much grass. Scoop the last bit up. Then we can actually start on... Well, we're actually going to need both of these tractors to finish the baling. One for the forage wagon and one for the baler. Slightly annoying. I wanted to get going on the lime spreading actually, because that is still something we have to do to get these fields up and running at their peak efficiency. But that's okay. Just have to do that once we've actually finished all of the baling. Shouldn't take too long. Whilst the baling is going on, we are going to start flattening an area for the BGA, laying the groundworks. We don't have the money to buy anything for the BGA just yet, but we can at least kind of get the area flattened out and concreted, looking good for when we do get the BGA. Come on now. How much more we're going to get? Got 12,000 litres so far. Maybe about 50,000 more litres. About a quarter of a forage wagon here, maybe something like that. Say something like that. 21,000, 22, 23. Yeah, this is quite a big strip of stuff just here, so this is where the windrower decided to start having a party. Maybe even more actually, we're up to 36 already. More than 50,000 litres? This small little bit perhaps then? How much more though, that is the question. Six. Go. 48.5 there already. 43, 44. Go. Big chunk. 60,000. Lovely. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Why did I make this little bit the last bit? 62,862 to go with the 2 full trailer loads and the partial. What was it, about 82%? About 160,000 or something. So we've actually had 3 completely full loads of grass, and then a little bit. That's really impressive, actually, of just those few fields. Crikey. That is rather a lot. Actually, whilst we're here, let's just fill this up fully. Grass that we've got. Back it up and put a full load to the baler. I wonder if that actually tells us what we've got. No, it doesn't. So what we've got in the warehouse doesn't show up on this list. That'd be clever if it did. Maybe that's asking a little bit too much. Who knows? Who knows? Anytime today, silo. I know it's a big wagon, but I'm in a hurry. 75,000. Almost there. 90. 200,000 litres. Perfect. Beautiful. Right. Let's start that going. Alright then. That's doing its business. Let's take a little look at this area here. So, we need to do some landscaping. So, we'll just make sure this is indeed completely level. Brush size, brush strength. A little bit. Don't need to do the whole of this area, obviously. Straight enough there, maybe. Just flatten that off just there a little bit. Oh, actually, that's the edge of the field there, isn't it? So, oh, nope, come back, cursor. Let's just do this whole section, then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, that should do there. Then we need some concrete, maybe, asphalt, dirt, forest ground, gravel. Let's go for some gravel. And want a round one. How does that look? Should we go for the asphalt? Or should indeed we go for the concrete? Actually, I kind of like the concrete. What do we have at the main yard? Okay, so we have concrete at the main yard. Let's stick with the concrete then. We'll go around there. Leave a little bit of a grassy area around the edge. Don't want to completely destroy the landscape. Only mostly. Little flat edge along here. where it meets the field. Switch back to that. Just kind of blend it in. Lovely. How's that? Pull that out a little bit there. Oh, nice, babe. I didn't know that. People are still learning things about Breath of the Wild, even now. Less than 4 weeks away from Tears of the Kingdom. Right, so we'll put a little track in just here. And, oh, where's my cursor gone again? And we'll put another little track in just here, opposite the farm entrance. There we go. Looks good. Now then, do some decorating maybe. Decoration, what do we got here? Oh, we got a little ramp. Well, that's kind of cool. We'll have to make use of that at some point. Fences, lights, here we go. Gonna need some big floodlights, I think. Now, which way round are these lights? That way round. Okay. So we'll have a light over here. We'll have a light here. Another one here. Yeah, another one there. Here. One over here, maybe? Yeah. That should be okay for now. Maybe just one more. Two more. Two. There we go. Now we've got a proper little lighting nest there. Excellent. Large floodlights. Oh yeah, we don't need a large one. You're so bad at building, Groot. Trust me, so was I when I started this game, you know. I still don't really know what all I'm going to need here. Can we get, like... No, we can't even get a medium silo. We don't have enough money for it right now, but... I'm guessing that kind of connects to one of these. See how that goes, but we need probably about 300,000, maybe 400,000, something like that. Yeah, probably about 400,000, I would say, to get the BGA up and running. Doing its business very nice. Let's go and have a little look at the area that we've prepared now. Oh, yes. Oh, this looks grand. Perfect. Nice and flat. Oh, yes. That's quite an incline to the road there. So yeah, that works nicely. Away a little bit at the edge there, so I've got to be wary of that. But other than that, everything else looks pretty good. If we have a look at the precision farming map, yeah, that's taken away that field. We've completely replaced that with concrete now. So yeah, that should. This little bit here should eventually disappear from the map, actually. I hope. Or at least I hope it's not going to affect our score in the future. Maybe I should have limed that before I started anything. Still going strong with that silage additive, that's good. Crikey, that was saying we've made 107 bales already. This thing, 107 bales. That's pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Alright, so let's see now. Once we've got all of this baled, we can actually probably move on to the following month, I think. Just so that we've kind of got 109 bales now. It's me. Yeah, we do need to lime the fields still, but that can be done following month without too much problem. So yeah, that's not going to be a worry. So what's going to be a good one to look out for in the sale? I mean, if we can get one of these bad boys in the sale, that would be awesome. I think these have got a, yeah, that's got a really nice. Oh, blimey, look at those engines, man. 692,000 horsepower. That certainly would not have a problem pulling anything we want it to do in the future. No, I don't think it's just in this stream. I think it's in the entirety of the time we've been using this baler, we've so far made 111 bales. Well, 112 bales now. That's a lot of bales. That is a lot of bales. Yeah. I'd be impressed if it was this stream, you know? That would be pretty impressive. How it's just completely automated itself. It's so crazy. Don't have to do it. I could just go. You don't need me, guys. The game's doing it for me. Right. It's doing it for me, but it's doing it slowly. Not quite sure they had this in mind when when they put this baler into the game. I don't think they quite had this level of industrial production in mind for it. You could watch it all day, Groot. It is rather satisfying, isn't it? Just watching the whole thing just kind of work its way through. Yeah. I've actually nearly emptied this. I wonder if we're going to get a full... Actually, we probably will get another full trailer from this, I think. Yeah, I think we will get another completely full trailer load. And then have a little bit left over. Because we put 2 trailer loads of 180,000 in. You're going to buy this DLC tonight. Groot, if I would probably recommend, if you were going to buy the DLC, possibly look at getting the Season Pass, because it does look like we've got some good stuff coming. And also, I would probably try and get it from a third party. I don't know. For me, I actually got the Year 2 pass from CD Keys, I think it was. And it was like 50% cheaper than just buying it outright on Steam. Which was pretty impressive, really. You know, it is a nice saving. So you know, shop around if you're going to get it. You know, shop around, just see what you can get because you're on PS5. Right. That does limit your choices somewhat. PC has a lot more choices in terms of, you know, getting things a little bit cheaper. Oh dear. PS5. Never mind. It does work well on PS5 though, doesn't it? Farming Sim in general plays really well on PS5. It's surprising how well it actually works. Considering all of the insane amount of controls that we have to work with, you know? All we need is for the mod community to catch up. But I don't know if that's ever going to be a possible thing that could be done because we are going to have 22,000 litres left. And I know the PC mods can run scripts, and PS5 mods can't, or just console mods in general, which does kind of limit things a little bit here and there, which is a shame. It's a very big shame. Okay, what are you going to do? Excuse me. That's what you get for rushing a McDonald's burger right before the stream. Yeah, totally bot. Totally. You know, the PS5 plays this game so well. Yeah. Yeah, totally Groot. That's what I'm saying. You know, the playing this game on PC, you do have so many more options. You do have mods that literally will only work on PC because of how they're coded. You know, it'd be nice for everybody across all platforms to have access to all mods, but you know, it'd be nice is sadly just a saying sometimes. But yeah, I do know there are quite a few mods that console players miss out on. Oh, it's run out. Quickly, we must get more grass into it. Must be running at peak efficiency forever. Go. More grass. More grass, I say. So good. So good. Actually, one thing we can take a little look at while that's doing that are the cows. So they have their grass. I need to refill them with a little bit of water at some point, but they are doing fine. But yeah, we need more cows. We do only have 15. We have some milk as well. Not a lot of it just yet. I brought the milk tanker over here so that, you know, it's here for when we need it, but it doesn't really have very much milk. It's got 45 litres of milk in it at the moment. Hello, cow. Moo. Moo to you too. Yes. Actually, how many cows are there in this pasture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. Okay, there are actually 15 cows there. I was thinking to myself, but that looks more than 15 cows, you know? And that's the max capacity of cow pen. Yeah, that's a point. Let's have a look at cow pens as well. We will be needing some more. So the base game ones here, these are the ones that I want to look at. Probably this one here, large cow barn. Whoa, that is rather large. That's huge. How much space? Oh my lord. That's going to take up most of the room we have here. Look at the size of that thing. Is that as big as this one? Bigger. Oh wow, okay. That's the standard large. Alright. And then you have the larger standard large. Oh no, that actually they're about the same size. I just didn't realise that they were that big. Why would I not think they were that big? But yeah, these things can hold 240 cows apiece, and that's going to produce lots of silage and manure for us. Just probably not at this location. We're going to have to find somewhere else for these. Because if I put a cow barn here, we're not going to have room for the BGA. So, yeah. Mega stalls, huh? I mean, I could put it there if I got rid of everything else. I'd have to, like, get rid of the manure pit and this wonky little... Oh, it's a vehicle shed, okay. Good to know. And the petrol tank and the cow pen. To get rid of everything. Actually, I can't get rid of the cow pen. Okay, that kind of sorts that. Oh, maybe it's because it's got cows in it. I can't get rid of it because it's got cows in it. Would it fit down here? No. So we definitely have to buy another field to put the cows on, like this one over here, for example. Yeah, we would definitely need a different field. Maybe this one here. This one looks kind of good. It kind of takes up this end of the field, and we could then use the rest for something else. That might be a worthwhile little purchase. How much is that field? That would be field 2. 283,000 was that, huh? Is that 200? Yeah, 288,000, I think that. That's 237. Maybe we'd have to buy one of these. 140, 180, something like that, maybe. We definitely have to buy another fields before we could start doing cows, that's for sure. Grr. Crikey, it's still going. This is going to be going sometime into next week, that's for sure. 135 bales now total between all of them. That's a lot of bales. Wow. So, wait, we haven't sold any of these bales yet, have we? So, 89 grass bales, 46 silage bales. Yeah, that's all of the bales. So, we have 137 bales at the moment, and still going. That's going to be a cataclysmic amount of silage. Let me just put this into a calculator. 137, right, times 5,500. Guys, that's 750,000 litres of silage, and we still haven't finished. We're going to have like 1 million litres of silage to sell. That's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. I'm going to spend an entire stream going back and forth between the warehouse and the sell point with my wagon at this rate. Oh, blimey. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Not by a long shot. Because, as you say rightly there, Bart, that is some serious profit. My lord. Yeah. So, it's June now. It'll take a further further 3 months for the grass to regrow. Actually, it might be. I think it's going to be 4 months because the meadow grass is going to take an extra month. So, what did I say? Was it June? June. So July, August, September, October. So we could do a final cut in October, and that's probably the last cut of the year that we'll get. And then everything will be kind of fermented by the time January rolls around when the price is going to be high. Oh my lord. You know, when we actually come to sell some of this, I don't think I'm going to sell it all. I think I'm going to sell enough of it to start buying the BGA.
Nice.
Indeed, nice. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Is that Alpha Prime? That's not popped up on my feeds properly. Thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. But yeah, by the time we get round to January, we're probably not going to have to sell all of that silage. We could probably save some of it to go into the BGA. Yeah, that's going to be good. Oh my lord, it's still going. We're up to 144 bales. Oh, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. I've never had this much silage ever. Never had this much silage ever. This is a ludicrous amount of silage. I mean, I know we've got a couple of grass fields, but it's not an insane amount of grass fields. I can only imagine how much we're going to start producing once we actually start ending up with Lynx silage. I should change my name. That's a good one. That's a very good one, babe. Brilliant. Fantastic. Fantastic. My goodness me. I'm not going to have time enough to sort all this silage out, guys. So I think the rest of it I'm going to have to do off screen, because we are quickly running towards the end of my time right now. Such a shame. Such a shame. So I think we'll have to pick this up next time. Sad face. Sad face. But I will be back on Alpha Prime. Thank you for the sub again. There we go. Brilliant. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, we're gonna have to pick this up next time. But don't forget, Snow Runner on Sunday. We have a lot to do still. Amazingly, still a lot to do on Ontario. So we'll be carrying on with that on Sunday, and we'll be back with the BGA farm next Thursday. So I do hope you will join me, because it's nice having people around. And yeah, we'll see what kind of ludicrous numbers we can get to next week. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks very much for joining me. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always as well, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.